Do you ever feel like your mind is cluttered, or that your mental clarity and intelligence could be sharper? In today's video, we'll explore 10 Stoic mindsets that can help you boost your intelligence and clear mental fog. By applying these ancient principles, you'll learn to think more clearly, make better decisions, and approach life with greater wisdom. After watching, you'll have the tools to unlock your mind's true potential and develop a focused, resilient intellect. Let's dive into these powerful Stoic techniques that can transform your thinking and help you achieve mental clarity like never before. 1. Focus on what you can control. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean. The waves crash against the shore with a power that you cannot control. But just as you cannot stop the ocean's tide, you cannot control everything in life. What you can control, however, is how you respond to the waves. You can choose to brace yourself, adapt, and navigate with grace. Similarly, in life, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, while letting go of what is outside of our reach. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This highlights the essence of control. Life will throw challenges at us, much like the ocean's relentless waves, but our response is our responsibility. The more we focus on what we can influence, the clearer our path becomes. As Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. This echoes the Stoic belief that we cannot change the world, but we can change ourselves. By accepting what we can and cannot control, we find peace and clarity, no matter how turbulent life becomes. 2. Live in the present moment. Life often feels like a whirlwind, with thoughts constantly racing toward the future or lingering on the past. But just as a bird must focus on the wind beneath its wings to soar, we too must ground ourselves in the present moment to find clarity. The Stoic practice of living in the present invites us to stop chasing after what hasn't happened yet or what has already passed. Like a painter, we can only work on the canvas of today, making it the most meaningful part of our existence. Marcus Aurelius once reminded us, "Confine yourself to the present." This simple yet powerful statement directs our attention to the only moment that truly matters. Now, when we focus on the present, we make the most of our actions, cultivating mental clarity and emotional calm. Think of your life as a garden. If you focus all your energy on future flowers or past ones, the garden you have right now may wither. But when you water the soil in front of you, tending to what is, you allow your garden to bloom with purpose. Epictetus also emphasized that the present is the only thing we truly control. Don't hanker after what you don't have. The things you don't have are by nature the things that you are not meant to possess. By shifting your focus to the here and now, you release the tension of things beyond your grasp, finding freedom and peace in the present moment. 3. Strength through adversity. Adversity is like a blacksmith's hammer, shaping us into something stronger, sharper, and more resilient with each blow. The Stoics believed that hardships weren't obstacles to avoid, but opportunities to cultivate strength. Like a tree that grows taller in the face of strong winds, we too can grow more robust through the challenges life presents. Seneca, in his writings, said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." This quote reflects the Stoic belief that our true character is forged in the heat of adversity. Just as a muscle grows stronger when it faces resistance, our mental and emotional resilience expands when we face difficult situations head-on. Think of adversity as a storm. While it might uproot fragile plants, the deeply rooted oak stands firm. The oak doesn't shy away from the storm. It uses the resistance to grow deeper, ensuring it stands tall and strong. In life, we often resist challenges, but the Stoics teach us that true power comes not from avoiding struggle, but from embracing it and allowing it to shape us. Epictetus also reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The key to strength through adversity lies not in the difficulty itself, but in how we choose to respond. Through adversity, we refine our character, finding the strength to endure and rise above. 4. View problems as opportunities. Viewing problems as opportunities is a central tenet of Stoic philosophy, and it invites us to shift our perspective from seeing challenges as burdens to seeing them as stepping stones for growth. Life's problems are like the rough stones that can be polished into beautiful gems with the right mindset. Instead of dreading difficulties, the Stoics taught us to embrace them, knowing they can lead us toward wisdom and strength. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, often wrote about the importance of framing challenges as opportunities for personal development. He said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the very obstacles we face are the means by which we grow. A problem is not something to be feared or avoided. It is an invitation to evolve. Consider how a blacksmith molds metal. The raw, unrefined metal undergoes intense heat and hammering to be shaped into something stronger and more useful. Similarly, each problem we encounter is an opportunity to forge a stronger mind and character. It's in solving problems that we discover new strengths, creativity, and resilience we might not have known we had. In life, when faced with adversity, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience? By viewing problems as opportunities, we allow ourselves to grow into more capable, self-sufficient individuals. Through every challenge, we become better equipped to handle the next one. 5. Seek virtue, not external success. Seeking virtue rather than external success is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believe that true fulfillment comes not from wealth, fame, or external achievements, but from cultivating inner goodness, wisdom, and moral integrity. External success is fleeting, like sand slipping through your fingers, while virtue is solid and enduring, much like the foundation of a well-built house. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, put it simply, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The Stoics saw virtue as the only real source of happiness because it's within our control. Unlike external success, which can be taken away from us, our ability to choose good character and virtuous actions is something no one can strip away. Think of virtue as the roots of a tree. The deeper the roots, the more stable the tree is in the face of storms. Likewise, a life grounded in virtue remains unshaken by the ups and downs of external circumstances. If your focus is on virtue, your happiness will not be dependent on things outside of you, like money or approval. Instead, you will derive peace from knowing you are living in alignment with your values. In modern society, we're often taught to pursue success at all costs, but the Stoics remind us that external accomplishments can be hollow if they don't stem from a virtuous foundation. By seeking virtue, we cultivate lasting peace and fulfillment that no failure can take away. 6. Detach from ego and external approval. Detaching from ego and external approval is a powerful practice in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed that reliance on others' opinions or seeking validation through external achievements can lead to suffering and instability. Instead, true peace comes from within, rooted in the understanding that our worth isn't defined by the opinions or judgments of others. Think of your ego as a sailboat caught in a storm. The wind of external praise or criticism can easily push it off course, making you vulnerable to the whims of others. But when you detach from the ego, you become like a ship with a sturdy, unmoving anchor. No matter the storm, you remain steadfast and true to your course, unaffected by the shifting tides of public opinion. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, famously said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This idea of self-mastery is central to Stoic thinking. By detaching from the need for external approval, we take full responsibility for our own happiness. We no longer let the fleeting judgments of others dictate our sense of self-worth. When you detach from ego and external validation, you free yourself from the constant cycle of seeking praise or avoiding criticism. Instead, you become focused on living virtuously, doing what is right regardless of what others think. This is where true inner peace lies, not in the fleeting opinions of the world, but in the strength of your own character. Number 7, practice self-reflection to understand your emotions. Practicing self-reflection to understand your emotions is a key Stoic technique that can bring greater clarity and control over your inner world. The Stoics believed that our emotions are often the result of irrational judgments or perceptions. By taking the time to reflect on our feelings, we can uncover their root causes and respond more rationally to them, rather than being swept away by them. Imagine emotions as clouds passing through the sky. On a stormy day, the clouds might seem overwhelming, blocking the sun and creating a sense of heaviness. But if you take a moment to step back and observe the clouds, you realize that they are temporary, and the sun is still there, just hidden from view. Similarly, our emotions can feel intense and consuming, but with reflection, we can recognize that they are fleeting and not as overwhelming as they seem. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Self-reflection gives us the power to become the master of our emotions. By regularly examining our thoughts and feelings, we can better understand why we react to certain situations in particular ways. This awareness allows us to separate our emotions from our actions, ensuring that we don't let fleeting feelings control our behavior. Take a moment every day to ask yourself, why did I feel that way? What triggered this emotion? What beliefs or expectations shaped my reaction? By practicing self-reflection, you can cultivate emotional wisdom, making it easier to navigate life's challenges with calm and clarity. 8. Align with nature's order. Aligning with nature's order is a central principle in Stoicism, emphasizing the idea that we should live in harmony with the world around us and accept the natural course of events. The Stoics believed that the universe operates according to a rational and purposeful order, and that human beings, as part of that order, should strive to live according to reason and virtue. Consider the example of a tree in a forest. The tree grows according to the rhythm of nature, with seasons, cycles, and inevitable changes. It doesn't fight against the wind or the rain, but instead adapts and thrives by accepting its place in the natural world. In much the same way, we are part of a larger whole, and our well-being is tied to accepting the natural flow of life, rather than resisting it. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, famously wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The Stoic approach is to accept things beyond our control, including the forces of nature and the course of events, and focus instead on how we respond to them. Aligning with nature's order does not mean passively accepting everything that happens to us, but rather recognizing the things we cannot change and cultivating resilience and wisdom in the face of adversity. It involves aligning our actions with the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, while accepting that life is full of unpredictability. By embracing nature's flow and learning to adapt, we free ourselves from frustration and unnecessary struggle. This alignment leads to peace of mind and inner harmony, as we cease to fight against the tide of existence and begin to live in accordance with it. 9. Gratitude for what you have. Gratitude for what you have is a powerful Stoic mindset that encourages us to focus on the present moment and appreciate the blessings, however small, that we already possess. The Stoics believe that by practicing gratitude, we can shift our perspective from what is lacking to what is abundant in our lives, fostering contentment and inner peace. Think of a simple clay pot. If you focus only on the empty spaces inside, you'll feel disappointed and dissatisfied. However, if you shift your focus to the strength of the pot itself, its ability to hold water and serve a purpose, you'll see its true value. This shift in perspective reflects the Stoic practice of focusing on what is within our control, including our ability to find gratitude in the simple and often overlooked aspects of life. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This mindset reminds us that true richness comes from appreciating what we already have, rather than constantly yearning for more. When we practice gratitude, we recognize that life itself, with all its challenges and blessings, offers us enough. It allows us to find joy and fulfillment in the present, instead of waiting for external circumstances to change. By cultivating gratitude, we also begin to let go of envy and the need for comparison. We stop measuring our worth against others and instead appreciate our own journey. This practice can be transformative, allowing us to see the beauty and abundance in every moment, no matter the circumstances. Gratitude, according to the Stoics, is a key to unlocking lasting contentment. Group 10. Pursue wisdom over opinion. Pursuing wisdom over opinion is a core principle of Stoic thought, emphasizing the importance of seeking truth, knowledge, and rational understanding rather than simply following popular or subjective beliefs. This mindset encourages us to rely on our inner wisdom and reasoning abilities, rather than being swayed by the noise of external opinions. Imagine a ship navigating through stormy seas. The ship's course is not determined by the waves' whims, but by the steady hand of the captain who uses the compass to stay true to the destination. Similarly, when we prioritize wisdom over opinion, we are like that captain, steering our lives based on reason and thoughtful judgment, rather than drifting with the currents of public opinion. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This quote highlights the Stoic belief that true contentment comes from within, and our thoughts, grounded in wisdom and self-reflection, determine the course of our lives. Opinions, on the other hand, are often fleeting and influenced by external factors like societal trends, biases, or emotional impulses. By focusing on wisdom, we learn to critically assess situations and make decisions based on reason, not emotion or the fleeting approval of others. Wisdom is rooted in understanding universal truths, learning from experience, and cultivating a clear, rational mind. When we prioritize wisdom, we not only make better decisions, but we also free ourselves from the constant pressure of external judgments. Instead of seeking validation, we begin to seek truth and personal growth. In Stoic philosophy, wisdom is considered the highest virtue, and pursuing it means committing to lifelong learning and self-improvement. It's not about accumulating opinions or following trends, but about cultivating deep, rational insight that guides us toward a life of peace and fulfillment. The Stoic principles we've explored provide a powerful framework for living a more intentional and fulfilling life. By focusing on what we can control, we free ourselves from the stress of the uncontrollable. Living in the present moment allows us to experience life more fully, without being weighed down by the past or future. Adversity, rather than being something to fear, becomes a source of strength, teaching us resilience and fortitude. By viewing problems as opportunities, we shift our perspective, seeing each challenge as a chance for growth. The pursuit of virtue over external success ensures that we align with our core values, cultivating an inner strength that is not dependent on fleeting achievements or others' opinions. Detaching from the ego and the need for external approval creates a space for self-reliance and authenticity. Regular self-reflection helps us understand our emotions and reactions, offering the wisdom to respond thoughtfully, not impulsively. Aligning with nature's order, Recognizing the interconnectedness of all things deepens our appreciation for life as it is. Gratitude for what we have fosters a mindset of abundance, making us more content and fulfilled with what is present. Finally, the pursuit of wisdom over opinion keeps us grounded in truth, helping us make decisions based on reason, not the shifting tides of popular belief. Incorporating these 10 Stoic principles into daily life empowers us to become more grounded, wise, and resilient, finding peace and clarity even amidst life's chaos.